So I'm going to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are talking with 𝐷𝐞𝐞𝐞𝐸, and he is one of our speakers and influencers. He was on our panel back in November, you may remember, when we were talking about social media and the role of young influencers in our community. So today we're going to get to talk to Nathan a little bit more. We're going to know just a little bit more about his interests and motivations and everything he has to bring to the CCA community. So it should be a fun conversation, and we will continue these conversations with different folks in our community. So if you have someone that you want featured in our CCA chats, let us know. Please give us some suggestions because we just want to get to know the people making news in our circles a little bit better. So welcome, Nathan. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much. I know we were just chatting beforehand and you've got a lot of stuff going on in your world. So tell us what you've been up to.
Oh, well, as of today, my college started back up, so I've been doing all the schoolwork, that's not been fun. But other than that, just, videos, just, chasing other hobbies, hanging out with friends, cleaning my house, because my mom always be yelling at me about cleaning the house and all that. So, just average, like, teen stuff. So, school's coming back up, so now I gotta stay to, like, a sharp schedule, be disciplined, so I can get everything. It's just a smooth process, but wouldn't ask for any other way.
That is awesome. Yeah. So thank you for joining us on your first day back to class. Sometimes those days are always a little bit of a rough start. So this will be your fun break in between there. So that's great. Let me ask you just to introduce kind of what you told us about on the influencer panel, who you are. We know you're a college student, but what is your platform and what kind of videos do you make?
So my platform, what do you mean by like what is my platform?
So what sites do you use?
Okay, so yeah, predominantly TikTok. I mean, I'll post on Instagram here and there. I'm gonna try to post more on Instagram. So my type of videos are like kind of like funny videos, kind of like funny skits, funny videos, where I just either just make fun of like something or just make like something funny that we all like gone through, like relatable stuff. And then for the most part, it's just me kind of making funny light about my situation, like daily struggles I go through. And yeah, I mean, I try to make them funny at least. I try.
Yes, yes. Well, I, from what I can tell, they're very popular. So tell us a little bit about TikTok. When did you start with the app, and when did you start making? Did you start doing comedic videos, or did you start another way?
All right, so TikTok, I would say, I mean, like everyone knows TikTok as kind of like a dancing type of like app because like all the really popular content creators are dancers. But honestly, bro, TikTok is just everywhere, man. You have like a cooking side, you have a funny side, you have the dancing side, you have like a freaking like fun fact side. It's like, bro, TikTok. I feel like TikTok is just not one thing, especially now. It's just so big and diverse. That's why it's probably like the biggest app out right now. So how I came about it was about almost like a year ago. I would say I posted my first video ever. Bro, it was cringy compared to my other ones, but it was just more for fun. Cause how it started was my friends. I asked my friends. So throughout my life, I always kind of wanted to have a social media presence, but no, like my family would be like, "Oh, post on YouTube," but I just felt like YouTube was such a big platform, and it would be kind of hard. So I saw TikTok was gaining traction. I told my friends, I was like, guys, what do you think if I post on TikTok? You think I think I'll spread my, get my name known? And they're like, yeah, probably, because I just felt like I had something to offer that not many people could offer. So I posted my first video. I remember I got like 2,000 views, and I was like, oh my god, 2,000 views. I was so happy, right? So then I think like a month goes by, I'm bored. I come from college, and then I'm just bored. So I go home, and I just make like it was kind of like, it was my second video making fun of my face. So the joke was like, I forget what was the joke again? Oh yeah, people ask me, people are like, oh, you have a disability, and they're like sad, and I'm like, yeah, this ability to get this money, if you guys get it. So then that was a video that gained a lot of traction. So I think it like first day a couple 100,000 views, and I was like, yo, it was just like ever since then I was just hooked. It was like I just love the sensation, and it's like a never-ending like goal. It's just always more to reach. You can't there's no ending to that, and I just love to like just bigger, better, funnier. It's just like I just love it, bro. It's like my drug.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. That drive to see where you can take yourself. That's really interesting. Have you always had that in other arenas, or is TikTok videos kind of the first time you experienced that? Oh, I've got to really see where this goes.
Oh, that's a good question. Now that I look back at it, yeah, honestly, it's always I've always been hooked on something. So when I was younger, it was baseball, and then it grew into mixed martial arts. I just love mixed martial arts, and then for the most part, a lot of things I just eventually run out of passion for it. I guess you would say, or just something else takes over. So then after mixed martial arts, it was paintball, believe it or not, and then I went through like a wakeboard phase. But for and then right now I guess I'm on the TikTok phase, and no, I hope it can last for a while. I feel like there's just so much more things I can do, so I don't see myself getting out of that phase for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I think that's what I'm seeing too. You're talking about all the different kinds of TikToks. It seems like from when I first joined the app, it's really evolved from like watching just dance videos that were the most popular to now there's like, and don't judge me, there's like cleaning TikTok and then there's
Yeah, oh
like,
yeah.
workout TikTok. And so those are kind of now what's dominating my feed. But it's to me, it's really fun because you get this short little uh just burst of information or comedy or inspiration, and then you think about that for a few days. And so is that what you hope? You hope that you're giving people a short burst of something funny, or what do you hope that you accomplish with your videos?
So what I hope is, so all my videos are funny, but I feel like the underlying meaning is just having more self-confidence, being able to just show off your flaws. Like honestly, I wouldn't even call them flaws, but just show off who you are, be confident in who you are. And I don't want it to just reach just people with disabilities, or if you want to call it a disability, whatever you want to call it, just people in general, because I feel like we all have our we all have something we don't like about ourselves. I mean, that's just natural. We're all human. It's just something, but it's just I want to show people, don't let that control you. Don't let that change your mind. When you're out in public, don't be like, oh, I feel ugly right now. Like, no, embrace it, love it. And I think I had a kid give me like the other day. He had one eye, and he used to get made fun of. And he texted me. He was like, "Man, you just gave me so much confidence and boost and like." And I'm like, man, like like it's just there's no better feeling just knowing that like I'm inspiring people, I'm making them gain confidence, and it's just like I just love it too. I really love it. So yeah, I feel like that's what my meaning for all my videos are.
That's awesome. I really like that too. When someone the representation when someone sees that and they contact you and they're like, your confidence inspired me. I mean, that's got to be the best feeling. So that is awesome. And then speaking about that confidence, that's a question that I've been meaning to ask you even since the last panel. You seem to have a large group of friends who you can run ideas by and who give you ideas. And tell me about your friend group. Were they kids you've known since
Uh,
kindergarten, or are they local neighborhood friends? How did that evolve?
so my friend group, I met them all from school. So I think one of my oldest friends I have is from kindergarten. So they just all came from school. I think the group that I kind of formed into now was kind of like it was like, how do I explain that? I met one person from like eighth grade, another person like fifth grade, and then in high school, you have those periods where you don't talk to your friends like that, but then, the next year, all of a sudden, you guys just form, and your friends are getting like really close. So I feel like I kind of formed that group. I would say my junior year, senior year of high school is when I formed my group of friends, like my group, like the group I know I'm gonna be friends with after high school. Because after high school, you don't talk to like 99% of your friends. You talk to like a select few. So that's where I kind of formed my group. Or yeah,
That is awesome. That's awesome. And I always encourage folks to stay in touch. I mean, that's a big thing. And if you let that go, I'm speaking from experience, if you let that go, you really can get out of college and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I make friends now?
yeah.
That's another topic for another day. But I'm really glad you spoke to that, saying kind of you develop friends, you bring them along, and you let that group and you're not letting them go. So that's very cool. And I think arguably, creating something and getting their opinion is a way to stay in touch. It's a
Yeah.
way to, group text. Now it's really revolutionized how we can connect even
Oh
when
yeah.
we're not getting together.
Even even to add your point, even also now, social media, when you become when you're a content creator, you can reach out to I reached out to other content creators, they reached out to me, you form a connection, and you can make lifelong friends like that. One day, say I want to go to California, and now I have someone to stay with in California, so I won't have to worry about getting an Airbnb. So like now there's so many ways to get new friends, and I just say, it's hard to find a true friend, but when you do, it just makes life better. Life is better with friends and family. I don't care what anyone says. So,
Absolutely. I would 100% echo that. So I guess my question is, what is next? Do you have any like big plans? Or are you just kind of letting it evolve as it goes? It sounds like you're collaborating with other folks, reaching out. Tell us about that.
so I think the next thing that's coming out was I feel like about last month I filmed the documentaries for Born Different. If any of you guys know what that is.
Okay, yeah.
So they came here. They're probably posting maybe next month, later this month. I don't know when. But honestly, I don't know. Just like I know what's next for sure. Is, school wise, trying to get my major. Or if I get my major, it just depends. But from social media wise, just improving. Honestly, I don't feel like I mean, I guess trying to get 1 million followers. I guess is my thing. And I should have been had 1 million followers, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's for another day. But I guess 1 million followers. But other than that, just improving. Creating better content, more diverse. Just kind of basic stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, no, well that incremental improvement, sticking with it, all that you're speaking to all of that stuff too. As a creator, you have to refine what you do to get better. So what are you studying or what do you plan to major in?
So I'm studying biology right now. And I plan to major, yeah, biology, basically pre-med, because my goal when I think since I can remember, I was going to become a plastic surgeon. For um, I looked up. I have a doctor, so my doctor is Dr. Wolf. He was in Miami. He's a craniofacial doctor, and I just looked up to him ever since I can remember. So yeah, that's just been a goal I've been chasing for a while now. But like I said, if other opportunities arise, I'm gonna take a chance 100%. But as of right now, yeah, and well, my second year of college already. I'm getting old. But yeah, it's just yeah, I like biology. I like science. Science as well is just never ending. You always learn something new every day. Even though there's a lot to learn, but I like science. It's cool.
Very cool, very cool. Well, if any of your other processes are an indication, you will pursue it wholeheartedly, and that's
Yeah,
really really exciting. So,
100%.
I think that leads me to ask another question. So, what are you not good at, and do you continue to do things you're not good at? If not, why? And if so, why?
What am I not good at? Staying focused for sure. I'm very sidetracked easily. So, for example, when I'm doing an assignment, I'll pick up my phone, start scrolling through Instagram, TikTok for like 2 hours. Uh, you like listening to like and any little thing could just distract me. Like an assignment that takes like a class period to do, it takes me like 5 hours to do. Like even making a video, I get sidetracked. Something at the top of my head again that goes to videos is editing. I said I can't edit. Oh my, I cannot sit there on the screen for like 2 plus hours, bro. I go insane. So that's something I kind of wish I could improve at, but I have a friend that kind of does it for me. When I need editing, I'll just let him know. I'll tell him my ideas. He does it. Because again, I can't just sit there and do nothing and just stare at like I'm just always moving. I need to do something like I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, that's great. You have a lot of energy, and I think a lot of people struggle with that. So, finding people to help you, and then I guess just returning back to it. Is that your advice? Like when you let it down, you just got to go back?
Yeah, either you just work at it or you can always just get someone that does it better than you. 'Cause I mean, there's always someone that can do it better than you, and it just makes the process easier, and it also gives you more time as well.
Good points. Really good points. And then I had a question. So it's a two-part. What is your favorite thing to be called or told about yourself? And what is your least favorite thing to be described as or called?
What's my favorite thing to be called?
So
Huh,
like
I
if
don't know.
somebody's like there's a word that I love, and if someone's like, "You're brilliant," I'm just like, "Oh, I love that word." So, what is one
Oh,
that like?
brilliant. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of like a completely different word.
Okay, good.
Okay, so my friend in what was it? I say junior year, I was going through a paintball phase, right? So I was gonna buy a paintball jersey, and I was like, "Yo, what should I put on the back of my on the jersey? You have your like it's a nickname, cause paintball, you don't put your last name in paintball. It's like you have funny nicknames, right?" So I was like, his friend was my name was no, his name was Zach. So I was like, "Yo, Zach," I was in math class. I remember it exactly. I was like, "Yo, Zach, what should I put on this back of the paintball name?" He's like, "The one I bandit."
When I
And bro, ever since then, I was like, man, that's a cool name. I'm not gonna lie, cause you know I got one eye, I'm a bandit. So I was like, ever since then, like I kind of just like I play video games, so I make my name into that. So my name is the one eye bandit. And
love
then
it.
and what else is? And then just I like when a lot of people go call me brave, encouraging. So those type of I like those when they really, especially when they I'm out in public and they reach out to me. They're like, "Man, I see you. You're brave, encouraging, confident." That really touches my heart.
Awesome, awesome. Thank
Uh,
you.
and then the negative one, my bad, sorry. The negative one, I don't know. I mean, I like. I guess if you guys watch the panel, negative stuff doesn't really affect me, so I don't really care. Um, I don't really think there's anything negative that people can
I
tell me.
love it. Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's really great. Like, I think that was a big part of you on the panel. You saying like, "I let the negative stuff roll off." So, I mean,
Yeah.
more power and more kudos to you for not having that trigger word. So, but yeah, I love that you shared the name and then kind of the description words. So that's awesome. All right. So I think that is kind of our time. I just wanted to do a little bit.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling us
Thank
a
you.
little bit more about yourself. And yeah, just leave us with a thought because I always challenge
Well,
people to leave us with a thought for the day.
a thought for the day. A thought for the day. I don't want to sound corny, but I know I'm gonna sound corny. A thought for the day. Okay. I already know this quote. Like I've heard this quote like 50 million times, but I'm gonna say 'cause it's probably one of my favorite quotes. It's not it's not what you're given, but what you do with what you're given. Is probably my favorite quote ever. I honestly I don't know where the quote came from, but when I heard it, it just stuck with me for the rest of my life. So
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much. That's going to stick with me for the rest of the day. And I'm sure our listeners will appreciate and enjoy that. And we just love getting to know you more. But
thank
at
you.
that, with that, we will let you get back to your schoolwork. We are sorry that we were your distraction this time, but we appreciate you spending this time with us. So thank you so much, and we'll be in touch soon. And where can folks find you if they want to see more?
So my TikTok is Nathan underscore 1424, and then Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that's just Nathan Cajina. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, have a great day, Nathan. Thank you again so much, and we'll talk soon.
thank you for having me, guys. Have a good day.